Hello guys, in this video we will see about reinterpret cast in C++. So we have seen static cast and dynamic cast in C++. In this video we will see about reinterpret cast. So as we already saw, so static cast is used to cast between compatible data types and dynamic cast is used for polymorphic objects in inheritance hierarchy. The two pointers or references, and now we are going to see about reinterpret cast. So if we have pointers or references, so if we want to cast those to another pointer which is completely unrelated, then static cast won't work. It will throw error like incompatible data types, whereas dynamic cast we cannot use because it can be used only with the pointers which are in same inheritance hierarchy. But we can use it here, reinterpret cast, to cast pointers or references which are completely unrelated types. So here I have defined a class A and class B. So there is no relationship between A and B. So both are having fun function. So initially I am creating a pointer of A and I am calling fun function. So if I try to run this program, it will print A11. So now I am going to cast this A using static cast to B pointer. So I'm casting A pointer to B pointer. So if we do that, it will throw error invalid cast from A to B because those are totally unrelated. So now if I use dynamic cast, it will work because I'm having virtual function. But if I don't have virtual, I will show the example of virtual next. But without virtual, let's see what happens. We cannot cast because the source is not polymorphic. That means uh, A is not having a virtual function, so that's why it is not working. So in this place only we can use reinterpret cast. So using reinterpret cast, we, we will be so sorry, there is a mistake. So I am going to run this program. So this is able to run. Now I am going to call the fun function from B. So if you see, it is printing B and 11. See, J never we have initialized to 11, but how it is printing 11? Because the memory is created with the A object and it has a member variable I. So I is initialized with 11 when we create A pointer, but we are reinterpreting with B. So that time here also the memory layout is same. Here also int is first member variable declared here. So J will be referring to the same address where I is present. So that's why we are getting 11. So now let's see what happens if we have virtual. Now we are having some random value. How? So if we have a virtual function, then a virtual pointer will be the first variable present in the memory layout. So that's why there is some other value is present. That's why that value is getting printed here. That is reinterpreted as int and it is printing here. So that's why we are getting some random value. So if we remove this virtual, then it will print the same. And if I have float here, it will be a different. It will print a different value because float will occupy more space. So the int will be less memory occupied, and it will be occupied with 10, and now it will consider more memory, and that is reinterpreting that memory as well, and it is converting to float and it is printing. So because these both are having same layout, that's why we are having the same output here 1111. But if I without virtual, if I use dynamic, we were getting error like compiler error. But if I have virtual, it will compile. So if I cast to B, because A is the source is polymorphic, so it will be converted to, it will be casted to B. But if I call this fun function, what will happen? Let's see. See some, we are getting crashed because here if we not dynamic cast will do, dynamic cast will check the A pointer is in, is having an object of B class, so it will check. So it is not a class of B. A object is A only, it is not B, so it will return null. So that's why we, when we call fun function from null pointer, we are getting this error. So if you can check this by having a if condition. So if it is null, I am printing no, and I am commenting this call function call. So here you see no is printed because it is, this dynamic has returned null. That's why we are getting no. I hope you have understood this reinterpret cast. Thank you.